University welcomes all players and officials to this afternoon's contest. As a member of the AAIA and the Crossroads League, we are committed to the true spirit of competition as champions of character, embracing 5 core values: respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask each of you as a participant or an official to abide by these values and ask that profanity not be used during today's contest. Together we can create a positive, competitive environment in which our athletes may participate and our officials may work. We now ask you to stand, bow your heads, and remain silent as Russ Lawson leads us in prayer before today's contest. Then please remain standing after prayer and honor America as we play our national anthem.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, a true gift to play the game and to come and use our gifts to our best. Lord, we just know that as we come together and we deal with the circumstances, Lord, we just ask that we compete in a way that honors you and give you all the glory. In your name we pray. Amen.
And now introducing the starting lineups this afternoon. First of all, for the visitors from Spring Arbor, Michigan, the Spring Arbor University. Starting at 1 guard, a 6'3" sophomore, number 1. Starting at the other guard, a 6' sophomore, number 5, Nate Flannery. Starting at 1 forward, a 6'6" senior, number 23, Brandon Bell. Starting at 11 forward, a 6'4" junior, number 21, Denver Hayes. And starting at center, a 6'11" junior, number 33, Daniel Cluster. The head coach of the juniors, Mr. Ryan Cottingham. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the Huntington University Foresters. Starting at 1 guard, a 6'1" junior, number 2, Peyton West. Starting at the other guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 12, Zach Bedlam. Starting at the forward, a 6'8" sophomore, number 11, Hank Palmer. Starting at the forward, a 6'8" freshman, number 3, Ben Underhouse. And starting at center, a 6'8" junior, number 4,
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins joined by Ryan Walker for tonight's matchup between the Huntington University Foresters and the Spring Arbor Cougars. Ryan, a little bit different tonight. As you notice, I think most of you can see outside of the scores table, no fans in attendance today.
A little bit weird, yes. We also have a new in our little nest over here.
Yeah, so hi everybody, we're right over here. So we're gonna get ready for tip-off here, but Ryan, looking at what's going on here, the Foresters are gonna have to watch out for the Spring Arbor. Brandon Durnell, he's been playing pretty great this season, 24.6 points per game. He has 59 rebounds on the season, 9th in the country, 9 per game actually. So the Foresters are gonna have to watch out for him scoring and on the boards.
Right, Carson, and that was our pick for our player of the game before the game. And for Huntington, we've got Caleb Middlesworth. I mean, you can pick and choose who's going to score for the Foresters. They've got 5 guys that average in double figures. So we picked Caleb Middlesworth because he can shoot the 3. He's a big guy. He's going to be able to be a force against the Cougars today. And
as you see, action starting right here, and right off the bat, Durnell for 3 from deep. Now Peyton West coming over here. Peyton West moving the ball around. He sends it over to Goodline. And an awkward pass. Hank Pulver not paying attention. This one gets sent over. Now here comes the Cougars again. Durnell yet again for another 2. Not the start the Foresters wanted, Ryan.
Right on cue, Carson. We were just talking about how good of a player he is. He's 6'6". He's a big guy. He also can shoot from beyond the arc. He shoots over 50% on the season. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the Foresters defend him tonight.
Goodline has this one. He sends it up to Hummerkaus again. Hummerkaus trying to use that size, and he sends it over to Pulver. Pulver's going to pull up from deep. No good. And once again, another rebound there.
It's like he's the only player on the team, Carson.
Could send that one in. That will be a foul called. So that foul will be on Caleb Middlesworth right off the bat. It's not someone you want to get in foul trouble right off the bat there, Ryan. And once again, we have Durnell at the line. First one up and no good.
Yeah, you don't want to get Middlesworth in foul trouble as he's a key player for the Foresters this season, but Durnell's a guy that kind of you want on the line. It's the only thing he really doesn't do well. He only averages 65% on the season as he misses them both, so that number is going to go down.
He's now 19 for 31 from the line. Now Goodline has this one. The Foresters need to get on the board. This 5-0 start isn't where they want to start. 18-17 remaining right now. And speaking of which, here comes Goodline. He'll get fouled. Somebody you want to see it. Goodline playing quite well this season as well. Right now he's 6 for 10 from the line. So he hasn't really been fouled too much. Let's see how he works from the line right here. First one up and no good. So Foresters' first bucket still not coming yet.
And their first free throw has not been made either, Carson, in 3 tries.
Second one up and that one sinks, so the Foresters finally on the board to start off the night. Now the Cougars still trying to make something happen. Here comes Durnell again. Drives in here on Pulver. Awkward pass there, gets it sent down. Now the ball's being moved around. One thing I liked right there is Durnell, he was under the basket and then you blinked and all of a sudden he's outside the perimeter.
Yeah, he's very, very quick. He's going to be able to do everything.
Moving the ball up the Goodline. Sorry about that, folks. Quick little delay there. Goodline comes in. Now the Foresters only down 1.
Carson, I'm really excited about this matchup. I don't know about you, but we've got the defending national champions of 2 years ago. Obviously, COVID canceled the season as Durnell misses that one, but this is just going to be exciting. We have a new head coach. We got a spark from the offensive and defensive side with Corey Alford's team being 5-0. So he hasn't lost yet. This is the Spring Arbor Cougars team that's a little bit down from that national championship season. They're only 2-3 this year.
If I'm not mistaken, they weren't even going to be in South Dakota. So, I mean, I think, so they didn't even make the tournament and they're still defending champions.
Right.
That's going to be a backcourt violation there, but good defense there by West. He decided not to pick it up, just let the offense reset. You see right there, we have Cade. Cade was like, hey, guys, calm down. You know, they started off they only got 2 points after their 5-0 run to start this game. Probably a good message, but yeah, you said it, Ryan. They haven't played since we called the game at the Nespros Classic, and there was a lot of energy, a lot of excitement after that. It was 5-0, and then you had to stop the season, but that's going to happen this season, and that's not the first time. Most likely won't be the last.
Right. Both teams were struck with COVID. HU had a couple positive cases, and they haven't played since November 10th, and Spring Arbor hasn't played since November 20th. So both of these teams will be a little rusty, but that Goodline is not rusty whatsoever as he finishes that one.
Goodline went up for the 2 there and got it, sunk it pretty well. And starting to look at substitutions already. Mitchell Wilson, speaking of the Nespros Classic, he came off the bench and sparked 3 straight threes for the Foresters in that game. So this is the spark the Foresters might need as another 2 drains there.
To your part, Carson, we've got a lot of newcomers this year, but all of the newcomers are getting in the game and they're playing a lot, and they're playing really good minutes, like Ben Hummerkaus right there as he lays that one in. Him, Zach Goodline, Mitchell Wilson. The list goes on of guys that have come in here and produced. Joel Dyer, who's not playing tonight due to an injury, but these guys that are coming in, they're playing very well.
I think we've even talked about it off air, Ryan, but I mean, I think I'll give myself a pat on the back here. For a team that only graduated 2 seniors, we had a lot of roster turnover. We see a couple of familiar faces, but a couple transfers coming in. Steve Platt really left Coach Alford with a great recruiting class.
Really, yes, he really did. And Connor Platt leaving is the first time we don't have a Platt in a very long time. And Connor obviously was a very key part to that offense last season. So for this team to take over and do what they're doing right now is pretty incredible.
All right, folks, we will take this timeout with them. We'll be back here momentarily on FDN Sports.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside Platt Arena. Foresters get the timeout, media timeout. We're on a little bit of a momentum streak, but nonetheless, Foresters looking to make a stop here.
Huntington foul number 12, Zach Goodline. His first, the team's second.
Back at the line yet again, sends this one in, and an awkward bounce. Wilson tries to grab the rebound, and Hummerkaus eventually comes up with it. Another foul call there.
Spring Arbor foul number 10, Mike Graham. His first, the team's second.
Wilson takes this one. He passes it over to Goodline. Goodline sends it into Curie. Curie takes it up, tries to get the hook shot, and the bounce goes his way. He really, He really does get what you need. This one goes up in a beautiful block there by Hummer Cows.
That's his 12th block on the season. Huntington Cows really was flashing a big time.
Foul called there. A little bit of camera issues. We're getting that fixed. Sorry about that, folks. We're just glad you can tune in, especially, we do miss the parents for sure. That's no doubt about it. We really miss having parents in the crowd, but
Yes, everybody, man.
yeah. Good line to take this one. Was 1 for 2 the last time. That one goes up, make it 2 for 3 on the night.
It just stinks not having everybody here, man.
It does, but you know, I think the more we socially distance and whatnot, the quicker we'll get you back in here. So hopefully sooner rather than later, Ryan. Bell being looked up here. Flannery takes that one. That was a good shot there by Flannery. No good. Good with another rebound. Gets the pick from Curie. Here comes Goodline again, tries to drive it in, passes it off to Wilson. Wilson has a wide open lane, sends it to Curie. Curie takes it up and gets fouled. Spring Arbor in disbelief. Curie going to the line now. Which is weird, Ryan. Usually Curie's the one who's getting the foul.
Yeah, you're definitely right with that.
The stars are not aligning right now. Curie 1 for 1 on the season so far. Second one, that was not good.
Almost perfect on the year.
Almost. Now he's 500. That's not nothing to.
He went from perfect to 50%.
This ball being moved around here. Goodline takes this one. Goodline trying to bring it in, and another foul call. We're going to call that for an extension. Another foul as Peyton West tries to inbound this one. Sends it into Goodline. Goodline's going to pull up from deep. That one, wow. Nothing but net.
What a shot by Zach Goodline.
Peyton West with a rebound, then he gets fouled.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, hopefully nothing crazy.
I think he's all right.
He took a hard check there, almost like a hockey check, if you will. West is up.
It's a little bit of a stinger.
But good job there on the inbound pass. Everyone else was, you know, kind of. But one thing to mention, that's foul 6 for the Cougars. One more, they're in the bonus. We're at 12:37 remaining. West first one up. It's off the front of the rim.
He missed his first one of the season, I believe, as well.
That is correct. He's now 4 for 5 on the season. Second one up and good. 20 to 11 now. Forrester's starting to have a little bit more luck. You know, like you said, they're going to have to start getting that rust off a little bit. That's what we saw this coming. Curie grabs that one off of the steal.
Beautiful move by Zach Goodline. Wow.
A beautiful move, just like you said. Kind of did a little trickery move, kind of one hand to the other, faked him out.
Did a little head fake, shimmy. Give me that.
Decided not to pull up. Now the Cougars still trying to play some good offense. And they're going to need a spark here quickly if they have any chance of getting back into this one. Durnell sends this one in. Beautiful pass. Now it's going to be sent out. Good ball movement there. This one from deep. No good. That was a missed shot there from Cunningham. Wilson drives in here. No foul called, surprisingly. As Wilson brings this one and sends it up to Durnell. Durnell has been playing. He's been playing a substantial amount of minutes, too. I doubt we're going to see him get a much of a break, if any, tonight. Right now, he has 161 minutes on the year as he makes another shot there, a three-pointer to give this Cougar offense a boost.
Durnell's already in double figures tonight, Carson. He's got 12 points.
So he's played 161. Goodline's played his most on the Foresters at 159 minutes. So, you know, he's not taking even as much of the break as Goodline is, and Goodline's just a standout player. Pulver pulls up again, and they're going to call him for the travel there. I think the Cougars were expecting to get a foul on themselves there for a brief second.
Yeah.
And now the inbound pass looking to come here again. Now the ball's being moved up the court. Durnell takes a seat, so he gets the first break of the night. Probably won't be long if history tells us anything, Ryan.
Right.
Now we got 33 on 33 here. Cluster has this one, passes it out. Good tip there by West. West trying to save it. Who's it out on? It will be out on the Cougars.
Great defense by Peyton West there.
Gottschalk tipped that one out. It was a good battle between the two. Peyton West tipped it first, then he grabbed it, then they both hit it, and Peyton West was just a lucky one there, last one to touch it.
Made sure he didn't touch it right at the end. Putting his hands up saying, I didn't touch it, because that always works, right?
Yeah, you know. Mental gymnastics. Wilson has this one. He finds Goodline at the top of the key. West has it. Long court pass over to Goodline again. Goodline fakes it. He's going to pull up. And that one sinks again. Damian Lillard style.
Wow. That Goodline is looking like a legitimate college basketball player.
That's that
right
D1
now.
experience right there. He went to Oakland last year, decided to transfer to Huntington for some more playing time, and he's getting it. Like I said, 159 minutes coming tonight. Curie gets faked out, gets that one up. Good basket there from Cluster. Goodline has this one faked around, does a step back there. Another three!
Wow.
Give that man
I think somebody was working on their game over the last month or so. What do you think?
I think so too. Someone must have been working on their three-pointers.
And not that he was a bad player before. Don't get me wrong. Zach was a very good player before.
A sink right there from Denver Cade.
He's been driving, some fancy moves, dribbling the ball well, shooting the three.
Goodline's only miss was that first miss from the free throw line. So he's 5 for 5 from the field, 2 for 2 from deep. And West with a response too. That's a three from West.
Foresters are on fire right now. Are we going to see a timeout?
That's the question. They get past Corey. Not going to call it.
Foresters kind of running away with it right now here early in the game.
You know, I think one thing even to address is the Foresters' schedule next week. 2 road games. Goshen versus Iwu, Indiana Wesleyan. 2 very different teams,
yes.
2 very different programs, 2 very different histories.
But only one in the conference win and loss column, nonetheless.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. And, you know, I think one thing is the Foresters last year, they just really struggle as another 3 drains there.
That's a good answer from the Cougars. That's from a 6'11" man, Daniel Cluster from Waterville, Michigan.
And a timeout comes here. We'll stay right here for some analysis. But kind of like what I was saying with Goshen and Indiana Wesleyan. Goshen, you know, they usually only win 1 or 2 games in the Crossroads League. They've had a really hard time the last couple of years. They have a lot of roster turnover, a lot of guys coming in, a lot of guys leaving. Against Iwu, who's in Final Four contender every year. Number 3 in the country right now. And I think one thing for the Foresters is last year, both times they played Iwu, I'll just say it like it is. It wasn't close.
Yeah.
They were both blowouts. You know, they were both. I mean, I remember distinctly looking over and looking at Coach Platt, just kind of sitting on the sideline with his head down, like he couldn't even coach anymore.
There's not much you can do at that point with Kyle Mangus and the guys that they bring in and year out. I mean, it seems like Kyle Mangus has been there for 10 years.
Just about. I think this might finally be his senior year. Hopefully he doesn't try to get a master's degree or something for the sake of all of us in the Crossroads League.
Hopefully this year counts so that he doesn't get a redshirt COVID year.
Yeah, so I think, you know, even if the Foresters coming out of that game next Saturday and still be undefeated, excellent. I have so much hope for this team as a national tournament contender. Yeah. But even if they keep it close, that'll be a huge success and a good marking point for Coach Alford.
That'll be such a huge sign if they can compete with Indiana Wesleyan, because you're right. In the past, they really haven't been able to compete over the last few years against Indiana Wesleyan, and rightfully so. They're one of the better teams in the entire country.
Number 3 in the country
year.
right now.
Exactly. So if they can compete with a team like that, that's going to motivate this team to say, you know what, we can do this thing.
Yeah. And, you know, you also got to face off against teams like Marion, who the Foresters kept it close with last year.
St. Francis, Mount Vernon, jeez.
Just name them off. That's every Crossroads League sport too. I mean, put us in NCAA D2 eventually. I mean, I'm happy where I am. West takes this one in. Gets a good pass out there to Middlesworth. Middlesworth drains it from deep.
I don't think they can miss from outside, Carson.
It's like an NBA jam. You know, they're on fire. Give them the burning ball. Nothing's going wrong for them tonight. Good defense there. Ball being moved around the perimeter once again. Durnell has this one. West with a strip. Sends it over to Wilson. Wilson back into West, and an awkward, just Peyton West a little bit too far ahead.
Yeah, that wasn't a wonderful pass by Peyton West there, but
good job for her to get back on defense. Too little, too late though, as Nate Flanny sends that one in. One thing to mention too, Spencer Ballinger dressed for the first time all season. Haven't quite seen him yet. Wonder if he's going to get a couple minutes in a reserve type role. We'll have to see how that works.
He really improved his game from his freshman to sophomore year. He had a complete body transformation. He was really athletic. He had a couple highlight dunks last year from a guy that's really kind of a quiet guy. And all of a sudden gets hurt and couldn't play this year. So hopefully you can see him come out.
Good line ending his break as looks like Hummerkaus is going to take a seat.
Got a couple guys on the injured list here.
Got Drew Johnson, Joel Dyer.
Joel Dyer, yes. Tim Abel as well.
Abel.
Transfer from Cincinnati Christian last year.
Came in midway through the season after Cincinnati Christian closed its doors. Hopefully to see him back. He got hops, as the cool kids say. He can. Yeah, he's not too tall, but my goodness, can he ever dunk a ball?
Yes.
This one gets up, no good.
Just let everybody know I am one of those cool kids, right?
Yeah, I know you are.
Appreciate it, man.
Foul called there. That does put the Foresters in the bonus. Good job by the Cougars to stay out of foul trouble there for with 12:23 remaining. They had 6, so they went a solid about 5 minutes without a foul. Something that seemed relatively difficult there at first as Hank Pulver's going to get the 1-and-1.
Carson, I just looked over, and Zach Goodline has 18 points already.
Blink and you'll miss it. First one up from Pulver.
Oh, I definitely blinked, and I definitely missed it.
Like I said,
fire.
I believe, 5 from deep, 5 from the field, 1 and then 3 free throws, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure. Go with that.
Pretty close. 6 from the field, 3 from deep, 3 free throws. Almost got it. Dyer moves this one in. Good fake there. What a good fake by Cluster there. He faked out Middlesworth.
Right. He also got the height advantage at 6'11".
West gives out to Middlesworth again, doing some perimeter passing. Pulver has this one. He's going to pull up here and off the. West takes this one, and he's going to be a foul called on Peyton West. That's 5 for the Foresters of the night. His first.
Peyton's first foul, the team's third.
My apologies, the team's 3rd foul. The Foresters doing really, they're playing quite disciplined tonight so far. Ball being moved around the perimeter here. Kicked out.
Double teaming Jernell there.
Jernell, I'm surprised. It looked like he almost picked that foot up. Good job by him. Disciplined player. And
that worked.
Another thing about Jernell, he played high school ball only 20 minutes from Huntington at Homestead High School. So I bet he was on Steve Platt's radar. So this
I bet he was, yeah.
Timeout called here. And we'll take it with him. We'll be right back here momentarily on FDN Sports. Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, 37-29. Foresters had a little bit of a good run there. Hopefully they can keep it up, Ryan.
I just want a good game. I'm just happy to be back here. It's
Yeah, me
too
too.
long calling a game.
Me too. Got a couple high school games in for me over the break, but outside of that, I did miss Platt Arena, as I usually do.
Carson's going to make it big time.
I hope so. We'll see what happens. Ball be, you can tell your kids, oh, hi, Carson Watkins, man. I used to watch him on Huntington.
Oh, I think it's going to be vice versa, Carson. Come on, man. Or hey, we can team up and we can do something else,
That's an off broadcast conversation. We'll have it later. Get some dinner after this. We'll talk about it.
Maybe. I still got to take Abdul out for coffee, so.
Sounds good to me. Foul called there on the Foresters. That one was on Goodline, only his second. 5:22 remaining now. I think one thing that I really always do like about these games, though, is kind of like Taylor, Mount Vernon, Goshen even, kind of these middle of the pack teams who just kind of battle it out to the death every time they play each other.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes this year. I think we got a pretty decent Huntington squad this year.
Foul called there.
It was fun, top to bottom. This conference is really good. Even the so-called bottom feeders of the league, they're still solid. I remember HU, they were the 7 or 8 seed a couple years ago, and they had a winning record.
Yeah, this conference is just
tough.
But looking right now, Indiana Wesleyan, as we mentioned, they're 10-0. They haven't had any. They've had a couple no contests, but overall they've 6 just dominating. St. Francis is 1-0 in conference, 5-0 overall. Mount Vernon 1-0 overall. Taylor, so that's kind of the other thing that's going to have to be really interesting. We saw it in soccer season a lot, how the rankings are going to be affected by this, because I think the Foresters soccer team played the most games out of anybody in the Crossroads League, but had a decent amount of loss. I think 3 or 4, maybe 5 if I remember correctly, and they got moved down to the 4th seed, even though they had the same wins as the number 1 seed.
Yeah. It just depends on conference record and how many games you've played.
Middlesworth thinks that one.
Seeing that all around sports right now. I mean, you look at college sports, there's so many games being canceled. Like, you can't really rate every team.
Yeah. This ball being moved in here. Good hook shot there. What a beautiful move there by Durnell.
Some really good defense on Durnell there, but Durnell too good of a player to let that affect him.
He's 5 for 7 from the field, 2 for 2 from deep right now.
He's a tough out.
Pulver takes this one. Goodline's gonna pull up again. I don't know if that was blocked. I think it was. Gonna say he lost the spark.
Goodline looking at his teammates saying, my bad.
Ball being moved here, and they're gonna call it
blocking foul.
Blocking foul. I was wondering if it was a charge or a blocking foul. They're gonna call that one on Pulver. I gotta give a shout out to the cameraman for Spring Arbor. It's kind of nice having one fan, someone to kind of reference.
Yes.
If anything, it kind of reminds me of just like old school, like at the Y, just playing basketball with your friends. Just the sound of the sneakers. You usually don't hear that when there's a large crowd, but it's prevalent today. Good move there once again by Durnell. He took the shot because he knew it was about to land, then grabbed the rebound off the rim. Couldn't get the putback though. Middlesworth dumps it off to Goodline. Goodline good behind the pack pass to Middlesworth. Middlesworth lost it. Foul called.
I just want to point out, Zach Goodline, I know we keep talking about him, but
what's not to talk about?
Wow, yeah, very true. He's just looked really clean today. He just looks smooth with all of his passes, his dribbling, his shot, his drive. Everything just looks good tonight.
Yeah.
Not much he's been doing wrong.
Like you said, he's just kind of overall just doing everything right.
Right.
First one up and good, giving the Foresters a 9-point lead. Gets the 1-1.
He's got those lime green and light blue shoes on.
I gotta dig that. I'm looking at the shoe game of some of these guys. I like them.
I don't know how I like it. I don't know how I like the mixed color like that.
Are you looking
but
at
I'm not a shoe guy either. So
yeah, I'm not a sneaker.
Don't listen to me.
Me neither. I just put on what I like. Ball being moved around the perimeter here. Trying to reset the offense is Cottingham. He passes it over to Flannery. Flannery has this one. Good dump off pass there to Kamensky. That's taken away, and it did. They're gonna. Wilson saying he didn't tip it. I thought we were gonna get a backcourt violation, but they're gonna say it tipped. Wilson gets an awkward bounce again. Wilson just not being lucky on the bounces tonight so far.
Very good defensive possession for the Foresters right there as they get the shot clock violation.
Yeah, they were just playing good. You know, it was kind of Wilson. That was one thing. He was yelling at he wasn't yelling at the ref. He was kind of just like, hey, I didn't tip it. He was doing that motion. But then he got the awkward bounce. It bounced on the back of his leg where he was unable to do a full twist and pick up the whole basketball. But it never derailed him.
Another smooth.
Oh, good line with the awkward bounce.
That's what I'm talking about. It's just looked really smooth. That's a good save by Burnell there.
Yeah.
He can do it all as well.
Hummerkaus goes for the attempted block. No good. Awkward bounce again. Another great rebound. That's one thing. Right now, rebounds 13 for the Cougars compared to 8 for the Foresters. That's really becoming an advantage quickly. Hummerkaus takes this one. 2 minutes remaining. Foresters up 10. Hummerkaus from deep, and he sinks it. Nothing but net.
He called over Caleb Middlesworth. Say, hey, screen this guy for me. I'm going to swish it.
And he did too. What a bold prediction there. He got it in though. That's what primetime players make primetime plays.
He's also got a mix of shoes. He's got a blue and a red shoe on. Interesting.
Wilson over to Pulver. Pulver's going to drive in. He goes up for the lay-in, and he gets it.
I was hoping for a slam or something.
Yeah, I've noticed the slams are down this year, Ryan. I don't know what it is. I miss the slams.
Oh, COVID ruins everything, doesn't it?
I don't know. I mean, that'd be interesting, you know. Someone got COVID because they did a slam. Forrest is looking for the travel, not going to get it. Hummerkaus take this one.
Double team again.
Alford put that double team in, and it's working well. 3 2 remaining on the shot clock. No good. Air ball. This defensive pressure the Foresters are putting up is next level. And an awkward bounce there for Goodline yet again. This ball being moved up. Pulver takes this one and a foul call, then over the back foul. Foresters, kind of taking a break right now. They're getting this opportunity for the one-on-one to take a breather. No substitutions except for Kiri coming in. Yeah, these guys have been working quite hard. And this is exactly where the Foresters wanted to be right now. I mean, going to halftime with this momentum, up 15. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
And you said it best. This is the Corey Alford effect in full effect, if you will.
It really is. It just brought a new excitement. And you also said before Steve Platt's recruiting class coming in, it's a pretty big deal. But bringing him in brings so much new excitement. I mean, being at a couple D1 programs, a prestigious UCLA, a really good Nevada team that makes a tournament,
and just to name the word Alford carries in this state, I was just watching a 30 for 30 a couple weeks ago, and they were showing old news footage when the Pacers passed up on Steve Alford in favor of Reggie Miller, and Indianapolis residents said they wouldn't watch the Pacers. Obviously, the Reggie Miller pick did work out in the end.
I think they changed their mind.
But just the weight that name carries in this state, and if you dominate Assembly Hall, you don't have to. You're a god in Indiana, and for the few who like Mackey Arena, but looks like Wilson's got to take the last shot. 2 seconds remaining. He loses it, and it won't get it up. They're going to say it was good. He got it off in time, but no good. So the Foresters up 17 at the half, just where they want to be. And we'll be back here for some halftime analysis. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
Here in Huntington University's film program, we offer a one-of-a-kind experience. You'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and the opportunity to gain practical experience on set. But what really sets us apart from other universities? While the films that we make are important to us, we give special attention to how we make them. In our film program, we understand the process behind making a film is just as important as the finished product you see on screen, and how we treat one another on set has a big impact. Which is why our program is part of the Kinema Commonwealth, a group of filmmakers dedicated to creating an environment of mutual respect that values individual artists over the bottom line. Our goal is to create excellent works of cinematic art and storytelling that both entertain and turn those involved into better people. We hold to 3 community values that make up the Kinema Manifesto. The first is respect for the individual, in which the time, energy, resources, and personal well-being of the artist are shown full respect. Artists are not just used for their talents, but embraced as collaborators. The second is respect for the community, where the natural environment, the local community, and the audience are all treated with the utmost care and respect. Filmmaking impacts not only the filmmakers, but those around us too. The third is respect for the art, because each filmmaker should be given artistic freedom to work creatively and to the best of their ability, while remembering that we are all working towards the same story. We believe that by living out these community values daily, the resulting projects will be works of passion, infused with the artistic voices of all the filmmakers. Our hope is that our students will not only practice these values during their 4 years here, but that they will take them into the professional industry and over time, revolutionize the way films are made in the United States and the rest of the world. We are striving to create leaders who pursue excellence in their craft while showing love and respect to those around them. What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry-standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you. Not to mention, all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor. You know, helping them learn the information or helping them minister a test, whereas some universities, you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses is on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student, we want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment include a VO2 max, a metabolic cart system. There's also a lot of equipment including other health measures. Students will get plenty of opportunity to learn how to use all this equipment, and they will get administering it to other students. Oftentimes students who get an undergraduate degree in exercise science will go on to physical therapy school, or even they will go on to physician assistant school. And then also another common career path for students is to become a strength conditioning specialist and mainly work with athletes. Exercise science is a degree where students will gain a lot of knowledge about health, but having someone that has the knowledge and experience to help an individual to get fit, to get healthy is important. And students at Huntington University, they learn about knowledge that's credible and that's important for students to have so they can help these individuals.
Everything has a beginning. A moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it. And those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving parts. Different skills are necessary for a healthy creative body. Some skills you may not have even heard of yet. And without each of those individual breathing parts, we would look and sound a whole lot like this. We need you. In Huntington University's Digital Media Arts Department, you get your hands on equipment from day one. You don't have to wait a few years to get in the studio or get on a set. In your first year, in your first semester, you'll work in supporting roles on underclassmen projects and even get to develop your own stories. So, you want to operate the Red? We can do that. Want to learn how to use a Cintiq? We got you covered. How about anchoring a live TV studio? Yeah, we got one of those too. You may not have a clear plan in mind, or may not know what your interests are yet, but your years at Huntington are time for self-discovery and to embrace your passions. One thing's for sure, the professors are always a source of encouragement and ongoing advice, who more than anything want to see you succeed and grow in those passions. You may be missing home, but rest assured, you always have a family to turn to in this department. Not only does the program grow your technical and artistic side, but it also pushes you to seek truth and grow in your walk with Christ. The power of story itself derives from Jesus. Our artistic skills and visions can be a most meaningful form of worship. The real world starts before that diploma is handed to you. You have opportunities to build up your demo reels, travel for your craft, and work with clients. We prepare you for a life in LA if you choose, possibly a career at DreamWorks, or maybe you work for a professional sports network. Our students are putting out good.
Carson Watkins joined my good friend Ryan Walker, and Ryan, just to start, the Foresters won it. Right now it's 49-32, a 17-point lead going into the half, and what a half it was for the Foresters.
Yeah, it was, Carson, and we're going to check up on how our players to watch out for were doing. So we had Brandon Durnell. He has been all over the place. 14 points and 6 rebounds for him. And then Caleb Middlesworth, he's got 8 points. It's pretty solid, but I think the guy to really look at is Zach Goodline. He's been driving. He's been shooting it really well. He's been looking really smooth. He just looks like a legit college basketball player.
Oh my goodness,
right now.
that's exactly what I was going to say. You know, he's moving the ball. Even on those misses, like, he just gets back on defense. And almost incredible to see, Ryan. I mean, he's had so many great moves. Like, you said it during the broadcast, like, how much we have to talk about him. A lot, because he's a primetime player making primetime plays. And, after this break, the Foresters are up 17. What a good job by Coach Alford to get this team ready. I mean, a lot of teams could have been damaged by this. We've seen it happen before, teams coming off of breaks because of COVID protocols and not coming out like this. So I got to give a lot of props there to Coach Alford for getting the team ready and having them focused like this early in the season.
Right. They've only been practicing since, like, I think Friday.
Yeah.
So, it's only been less than a week since they've been practicing. So
yeah,
it's really important to kind of take off that rest a little bit, and Foresters did that. The Spring Arbor Cougars, they didn't look as rusty. I just think Huntington's outplaying them right now. So we'll see what happens in the second half.
Yeah, looking at Caleb Middlesworth right now, just like you said, he had 18 points per game coming into this one. He has 8 points right now, just like you said. Yeah. So he's playing quite well. He's sharing the ball very well, and he's playing great defense. He's a primetime player, like I said. He gets back on defense when he needs to. He plays great offense when he needs to. And I think that's just what you need from somebody like him. So I think overall, just looking at Caleb Middlesworth, we're going to see what else he does. Like you said, only 8 points so far. He's shooting very well. Like I said, he's an unselfish player. He's a player that doesn't take those shots. He's a player that knows, if he doesn't have to take the shot. But let's also give another shout out to Ben Hummerkaus. Yeah. Ben Hummerkaus has been playing really well. He's been drilling threes. My goodness, nothing but net to nothing but net to nothing but net. Like I said, sharing the ball around. This is an unselfish team.
And not to mention the defensive side. Ben Hummerkaus has been unstoppable down there. He's been stuffing everything that Spring Arbor's trying to put up, and they've been double teaming Durnell. Now Durnell is a heck of a player, so he's going to be able to get through that. But I mean, you look at the scoreboard, they only put up 32 points right now.
Yeah.
So give Alford credit and the players. This is a really good defensive team.
Yeah, like I said, this is a team that, it was kind of a wild card. Last season was nowhere what they wanted. Ryan, I'll plug you a little bit in your article in the Huntingtonian. Yeah. You interviewed Clyde Curie, and then they said the preseason polls projected them to be 9th. Clyde Curie said, we put that up in the locker room because we know we're not the 9th best team.
Yep.
And then they actually got the 9th seed.
Yep.
So this was a wild card team. A lot of roster turnover, new coach, shortened off season. Everything was going wrong for the Foresters at this point.
Right.
And this is how they respond. Oh my goodness. This is exactly what the Foresters need to do. And like I said, Spring Arbor is a team that had the chip on their shoulder. They're still defending national champions. Mm-hmm. They weren't supposed to make the tournament. They got canceled last year. So they still want to defend that. They still have this title of defending national champions.
Right.
So it's just going to be really interesting to see. And as you can see, as we're looking right now over the court, Spring Arbor's not out here yet. They're obviously strategizing, but Coach Alford said, let's get out there, let's take our shots, and I think it's going to have to work for them, and we're just going to see how the second half goes.
I think it might be loud in the locker room right now, so we'll catch you back in a second here. Thanks for tuning in to FDN Sports.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean, efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
And welcome back inside Platt Arena. There he is, Ben Durnell, 24.6 points per game, 3 double-doubles, and he was a 2019 All-Crossroads League team. And you know, what a flex by him to come back to the school 20 minutes away from his high school and play like this. I mean,
right.
What a good player.
Right, he's been a force on the court. We've been double teaming him towards the end of the first half there, and it kind of worked. I mean, he was definitely not hitting all of the shots that he was putting up before, but still, he's going to be able to power through that. But I think that's really worked for Alfred's defense here. So,
yeah, I agree with you. So Spring Arbor will get the ball first. Inbound pass here. Ball being moved around yet again. Here's Gottschalk. Drive in here. Durnell ran the baseline there quite well. Good save there by Gottschalk. Ball moved. Here's Cade. He passes it over. Durnell has it again. Forrest once again playing great defense. This one from deep. That one in, out, and then back in.
Leprechaun was sitting on top of the rim for that one.
Cluster took that 3. So this is what the Cougars' key to success the second half is going to be. They are going to need a run and a long one at that if they have any chance of getting back into this one.
Plenty of time. It's still a good team. So Huntington's got to do everything they can to keep scoring and playing some good defense like they have been.
Middlesworth misses the hook shot. And I think that's another thing that the Forces are doing quite well. They're forcing the Cougars to burn that clock. You know, they're sending the shot clock down to under 5 seconds every time. They're not giving them open looks, and that's just helping them at the clock situation so much. And a turnover right there for Durnell. Missed that pass. Hummerkaus going to take it up. West drives in. Good pass out there to Pulver. Pulver pulls up, and he sinks it.
How about that pass from Peyton West? Fakes the shot, drives in, and fires it over to an open Pulver, and he hits a 3.
Yeah, and Peyton West could have easily just went up for that too, but he saw that was a good recognition from him. He kind of scanned the court before he went up, and just an overall great play. Ball being moved around here. Almost a strip there from Pulver. Durnell has this one. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Another corner 3 there. That one's no good from Cluster. Hummerkaus on the key, has a wide open 3, and he sinks it. The net didn't even move, Ryan.
Wow. All I could say is wow.
20-point lead now for the Foresters. And another turnover now. This might be the time for a timeout for the Cougars. You know, I think they might just need to redevelop here. Hummerkaus going to take this one again. And another 3 from Hummerkaus. Is it too early to give a freshman a banner, Ryan? That's the question.
I don't know about that yet, Carson, but they're a team that is a top 5 in NAIA in 3-pointers made per game with 12. I think they're going to hit that mark tonight.
They might just mess around and go up to number 1. Right now they're shooting 10 for 16 from deep, 18 for 30 from the field. Spring Arbor shooting 6 for 12 from deep, but 4 for 31 from the field, only under 50%. So
that's the effect from a really lengthy defensive squad from Corey Alford's team.
Yeah.
We've got a ton of guys that are over 6'8", down low. Peyton West, got long arms, got good lines, scrappy. Mitchell Wilson, scrappy. It's just a really good overall defense.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And like I said, you know, they're taking this and they're making them burn this clock that they 100% need in their favor.
So we get the replay here from Hummerkaus.
This one drives in, no shot, as a foul called.
Now we have been hyping up Durnell a little bit today, but it's a guy that you do want to put on the free throw line. He's only 65% from the charity stripe this year, but he's also 0 for 2 tonight, I believe.
Yeah. That's another thing. The Foresters didn't have that height last year. You know, Curie and Pulver were the only ones who really had that height advantage.
Yeah.
It was a good job by Coach Platt to go out and say, I need some tall guys.
Yep. Tall guys that can shoot, apparently.
And that's what he's getting right there as Hummerkaus gets the in and out, but pokes it away. West grabs this one, saves it mid-air for Pulver. Pulver goes in and gets an easy 2. 37-60 now. Cougars needing a large spark there. Hummerkaus attempted to get a good shot, to get a good steal in there, not quite there.
That would have been fun.
This one, good bounce there for Durnell.
Durnell's doing everything he can to get his Cougars back into this game.
Hummerkaus from deep again. His luck runs out as that one falls just a little short. This ball being moved in here. An awkward bounce yet again. That sends the shot clock back to 20. Durnell takes this one from deep. No good. Pulver with a good rebound there. Beautiful rebound.
Rare miss from Durnell from beyond the arc.
Goodline moves this one in. He was fouled. Wasn't sure if they were going to call a travel or not. So it looks like we're going to get a timeout here.
His first, the team's first. This is a full-media timeout.
And we'll take it with them. We'll be right back here. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, Foresters up 21 on the Cougars. We'll be right back here on FDN Sports.
This is how we like to do it.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins joined by Ryan Walker. Full media timeout, much needed for the Cougars, Ryan.
Yeah, it was Carson. We'll see if Durnell and the squad can kind of bring down the lead a little bit here. Kind of getting out of hand.
That's what they're going to need to do if they want to, have a chance at coming back. Wilson came into this game for the Foresters. Like I said, huge spark off the bench for this Forester squad. I think the other thing that's really good overall is that this Forester team gained in the offseason was maturity. Yeah. A very young team comprised mostly of freshmen and sophomores. Had to deal with the loss of Zach Owens, who's now at Bethel. We'll see him back here in Platt Arena later this year.
Be fun.
That's going to be a fun one. I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but other than Tim Abel, they don't have any seniors. So they're still a young team, but bringing in a guy like Zach Goodline, guy he transferred from D1 Oakland University in Michigan. Just having that leadership is very important. He's a sophomore, mind you, but just seeing what it takes to have a good basketball team, be around really good players, he has seen that before. So he's coming in and say, you know what? I can lead this team. Yeah. I know what good basketball looks like.
And he is, too. Good job there by Wilson to grab that one before it went past the half-court line. Goodline trying to drive in here. Curie gets that one stripped. Few seconds left on the shot clock. Good save there by the Cougars. Cougars looking to make a last-ditch attempt to come back into this one. Free shot here, and he makes it. Good shot there from Flannery.
Cougars playing with a lot of energy right now. That's what they need to be able to come back into this game, and we'll see if it works.
Like you said, a lot of time left. Goodline takes this one up and gets an easy 2. That's 22 for Goodline on the night. West with other leaders. Pulver with 6 rebounds. West with 4 assists. Ball being moved in here out to the corner. No good. Missed shot there for Kamensky.
Good rebound by Joshua Lehman. Sophomore forward, and trying to keep him in this game. And they've got a ton of energy. The bench is electric right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's no fans to hype them up, so both benches are going to have to do it themselves.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it really is. You see it all across college basketball nowadays, though.
That's something that just, you're going to have to deal with that. And, I mean, I was actually just talking to Peyton West the other day, and, those Saturday games, when this place was packed to the rims, and, I'm going to miss that. And I bet everyone is too, when, on those Saturday games, I beg for at least 6 inches of, not even just 6 feet.
Yeah.
But, I think that's what these benches are going to have to do. There was always, high fives, clapping from the sidelines, but now in an empty gym, it's that much more important.
Right.
Foul call on Wyatt Hughes. Wyatt getting some very valuable minutes in.
Hughes will surprise you. He can shoot from deep.
Oh, 100%. We see that in pregame warm-ups all the time. When he gets in, he usually makes a couple. We'll see what he can do here as he gets this one up. And he also has some big, he's going to be called for the foul there. He's incredibly confused. Like, what we've talked about before, Ryan, when you're a big guy, especially in a league like this, you're almost at a little bit of a disadvantage sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes the officials think that you're the one to blame almost every time. Unfortunate as that may be, but first one up and good.
Lehman's played some pretty good minutes tonight. Getting to the line, getting some key rebounds. Need all the help they can get.
Second one up and no good. Now I was kind of expecting this full court press. I'm surprised it didn't come out earlier.
Getting into a little zone here.
So now they're trying to keep the forces outside the perimeter, but Ben Hummerkaus is out there, so that doesn't help you too much.
It's an interesting strategy. Forces have been shooting very well from beyond the arc, so we'll see.
Speaking of which, Hummerkaus, and he sinks it again. Good job by Peyton West here. Kind of playing a one-man full court press. And a good strip there from Pulver. Now it's a 3-on-2 right now. West sends it over to Pulver, and Pulver gets another easy 2. The chemistry of this team is unmatched, Ryan.
It really is.
Ball being moved around the perimeter here. Kicked out. There's Durnell, and he finally gets a 3 to sink.
That puts him over the 20-point limit, Carson.
Him and Goodline, both at Goodline at 22. Durnell at 21 now. West drives this one in, sends it over to Pulver. Hummerkaus tries to cross over Durnell. Pulver at the top of the key. West is going to pull up from deep, and that one sinks for West! This team is incredible. That is just, I have not seen a Huntington team shoot from 3 my 3 years here this well. It's a sight to see, Ryan.
Yes, it is. I don't think they could miss from outside, Carson. I don't remember the last time they did. So we got a timeout.
This is a full.
Yeah, we got a timeout.
It's a full media timeout. We'd like to take this time. Well,
we're going to stay here.
We'll stay right here. And we want to thank our sponsors over at JJ Java's and JJ's Pit Shop. They're both located on North Guilford Street, right next to each other at the BP, right across from campus, actually. The coffee shop, they serve a full line of top quality Hubbards, coffees, teas, Craven espressos. They have a gift shop with honey and some pottery items, Ryan. So,
right.
Did you and Abdul ever go on your?
No, we did not.
Oh.
So you gotta just sit back and relax, Carson. Okay?
Yeah. And so and the HU students, I know there's not a lot around right now, but when you come back, there's a 25% off with you can use your Forrester bucks. And for the pit stop, they specialize in quick, no appointment automotive services. And I gotta say, really good services, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
I went over there a little bit ago. So yeah, we just want to thank them for sponsoring us. And
JJ Java.
They specialize in quick, no appointment oil changes. They also offer a full line of preventative service for your vehicle. They serve all makes and models of cars, SUV, vans, pickup trucks, and service vans. If you're busy, just give them a call. They offer pickup service as well. West takes this one. Good line, thought about taking it. Saw a man on him. Hughes takes this one. Good pass in a good line out to Middlesworth. Forrest moving the ball very well. 5 seconds for West to take a shot here. If he takes it himself, drives in, splits the defense and gets it, and Bain West is hype. Right now, West is 3 for 4 from the. It's 4 for 5. My apologies, from the field. 3 for 4 from deep and 1 from 2 from the line. 1 for 2 from the line. With 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Peyton West is going for a triple-double tonight, I think.
I think a couple guys are trying to get that double-double.
Peyton West just could not chase down that pass there.
It's a big difference from last year, Carson. The last time we played Spring Arbor, Huntington that is, they played them as Spring Arbor had receiving votes and they lost by 9 points. Tonight, much different story.
This is a much different team, Ryan. That's the thing.
They took 2 losses to them last year in their split.
Hughes misses that one from deep. Middlesworth with a beautiful save, but it goes back to the Cougs. Ball being kicked out here. This one from the corner. That one sinks for Cade. And looking at their history, Foresters have 13 wins compared to 19 losses. My apologies. The Foresters are on a 7-game losing streak against the Cougars. So Foresters are going to have to keep this momentum up. They're up 21 right now. So if they want to snap that losing streak, they're going to have to keep up for the following 10 minutes. Inbound pass coming here gives the Foresters a chance. Grab a couple more points on the board. Goodline's going to inbound it. He sends it into Hughes. They're going to call Hughes for a travel. He might have picked up his other foot. I didn't see it.
I'll take the word for it.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'm up here. They're down there, you know.
All the way up here, don't even get to be at the scores table anymore.
For now.
For now, yep. But we're having fun up here.
Yeah, I'm
get a good
enjoying
view.
Yeah. There's pros and cons to both. I mean, it's kind of nice getting like a full aerial view. You can see everything. No, not being blocked by the coaches or anything like that.
Oh, right.
That's kind of nice, but I do miss being like courtside, if you will. This one up. You know, it's a medium-sized gym, so it's not like it's, Baker's Life Fieldhouse or anything. this one out. It will be Huntington ball as Clyde Curie and Ben Hummerkaus come back into this one. Wilson and Hughes will take a seat. You know, kind of like what I said, you know, there's obviously a little bit differently. No cheerleaders, no fans, no anything like that. As Curie takes this one up, no good. So it's just, you know, it's an adjustment you're going to have to make. A lot of these guys, you know, I don't think any of them outside of going to practice are used to playing in an empty gym. And, you know, there's a lot, obviously they're getting some good energy from the bench. We're getting good energy from the players. But, you know, just certain things like that.
And it makes it all more important to just support your teammates. And Spring Arbor's doing a really good job at that. They're very electric on this bench. Huntington's bench has been electric as well. So props to them for really taking this and somehow making an advantage out of it. Teammates get closer to each other, get more hype. It's a lot more fun.
Yeah. Like I said, you know, hopefully the full Saturdays are back in due time.
Yeah.
Hummerkaus from deep again, and he sinks it! Oh,
Stuck his tongue
my
out.
goodness.
And, I like that.
5 for 6 from deep now. West.
Peyton West.
He's a very honest player.
Yeah, that was.
At first, I was kind of thinking to myself, I thought that was all ball, but then he was like, he kind of motioned.
Yeah.
Good. Once again, good coaching by Coach Alford. You know, taking this opportunity, knowing there's 2 foul shots.
And hey, there's plenty of time left in this game. Let's
up
not commit stupid fouls here.
Yep.
Let's get out there and just play our game.
Huntington with 5 fouls to the Cougars, 2. A very different story than the first half. This one up and good. No good. My apologies. Forresters grab the rebound after I think 5 Forresters try to get credit for that rebound. West gets the pick there from Curie. Once again, good pass there. Hummerkaus with a beautiful behind the back move. Hummerkaus was pressured there. Middlesworth's going to pull up, and he sinks it too. I think
It's going to be hard to beat Huntington if they can shoot like this every single night.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think they will shoot this well every single night from outside, but still, they shoot like this against other teams. Watch out.
Holding call on Middlesworth called. Hank Pulver's going to, Middlesworth only with 2, but might as well just let him take a seat. You might need him in case Spring Arbor makes a comeback and you need a couple intentional fouls. That's the other good thing. The fact that Spring Arbor staying out of foul trouble gives them a huge advantage that they'll be able to, if they need to. And Clyde Curie with a beautiful off the backboard block.
Hardly even jump.
Pulver from deep, no good. So right now, with 7 minutes remaining, Cougars with 5 fouls to give. That'll be huge if they're going to need to start intentionally fouling in the next 4 minutes or so. And strip there. Here comes Hummerkaus with a 3-on-1. Hummerkaus takes this one in himself, gets fouled. He takes a spill.
Miranda's right on that one.
Yeah,
I knew it. She was ready for it. And so is Brent Turner.
Brent Turner
just mopping up the floor, doing a spectacular job down there.
Just lots of credit going around for everybody.
He might win Crossroads League Mopper of the Year.
I did not know that was an award.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
It's more important than any other award.
Oh, yeah. Player of the year, first team. None of that happens at the Mopper.
Oh, he's been on the first team Mopper for sure.
Hummerkaus' first one was good. Second one good, too. Here comes the Cougars yet again. They're going to need a spark, and a huge one at that. Ball being moved in. Good fake there. Akiri takes this one. Another great defensive stand there by Peyton West. And Peyton West is going to pull up after a steal, and he sinks it! He gets a little, look at him go. He's so excited.
I'll tell you what, they're not only making these three-point baskets, but they're not even hitting the rim.
Yeah, they're all nothing but net. This Goodline takes a long pass there from Curie. Or my apologies, from Pulver, because that one stripped. Pulver getting back on defense pretty quickly, but it is a 1-on-2. Pulver got that one. That was a good pass over there to Lehman. Pulver didn't really have much of a chance to guard both of them at the same time, so he just kind of let him take the shot. This one gets sent into Goodline. Goodline with almost a wide open shot. Curie takes this one and he gets fouled. Oh, they're going to call him for a travel as Wilson's going to come in so Goodline can take a seat. Almost every Forester has gotten off the bench so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cougars still trying to move the ball around a little bit. Like I said, just looking for that huge spark. This one gets drove in here. Wilson could not quite guard that one. He couldn't guard Flannery on that one.
It's a good drive in Nate Flannery there.
Yeah. You know, Ryan, you said it best. You know, now's not the time to get lazy.
No, not at all. I mean, they're pretty comfortable right now, but
that could go away if they miss 3 or 4 possessions, don't go their way.
Anything can happen. This is a good Spring Arbor team. I mean,
it's a great Spring Arbor team.
Don't forget that.
Clyde takes this one, and he tries to go for the slam. The bench was waiting for the slam, but he kind of just...
bench is not happy with 6'11" Curry there.
Maybe we'll get one in. I wouldn't be surprised not to see one go in. West with another rebound there. Still leading the team. Pulver's leading the team with 7. West with 6 rebounds. Goodline with 22 points right now.
Oh, boy. Peyton West looks like he's hurting a little bit.
I think he pulled a hamstring.
I think it's his ankle.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Comes the medical team.
Yeah, jeez.
He has a smile on his face, so that's a start. Gonna call a conference here.
Well, we're going to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about Huntington University. The next steps in Huntington University's future as a dream. It was a vision of a team of people who believed in the mission of Huntington University and have a passion for its success. With so many dreaming together, the future is now here. It's time to take this vision public and step forward in faith. This $40 million comprehensive campaign, which will take us to the next level as an institution, impacting the lives of Foresters today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Are you ready to step forward? Head on to huntington.edu/stepforward. We also miss you in the bleachers and the stands, but you still play a huge part in the Foresters athletic story. We need your cheers and we need your support. If playing a sport mattered to you and your life, consider becoming a member of the Forest Athletics Club. You can support athletics in general or as a specific sport that has significance to you. To learn more, head over to huathletics.com.
Ben Hummerkow, oh, and he misses the slam. Oh. Almost. Ben Hummerkaus was just inches away from a beautiful alley-oop. Forrester's trying to get some style points at NBA Street Volume 2 style.
NBA Street Volume 2?
I've been playing it. You know I still be rocking my PS2.
Never even heard of that.
It's a classic, right? When you're allowed to come back to my dorm, we'll play it.
Okay.
Ball being moved in here, and a attempted slam there. It looked like kind of, he had to climb.
Another good move by Flannery. He's only 6 foot going up against 6'11".
An 11-inch difference. Kind of Clyde Curry kind of got called for the foul there. You know, that's what's going to happen when you're going against a guy like that. You know, it's expected. It's expected.
Flannery, a sophomore from DeWitt, Michigan, near my hometown in Lansing. I'll tell you, he could ball for the Panthers back in high school. He was pretty good. Still is.
He still is balling. Hughes takes this one over to Hummerkaus. Hummerkaus decides not to take it. Sends it over to Hughes. Hughes pulls up, and in and out. This one gets set to the corner, and a charge called. Wilson took it with style. Look at the bench is going nuts again.
I think they're excited to wait for Block Flickinger to get a shot up here as he enters the game.
Block Flickinger he's a fan favorite.
Yes, he is.
And if there was a full crowd here, they'd be going nuts right now. But you know, we'll go nuts for him, Ryan.
Yeah,
and the bench will too. Wilson takes this one over to Clyde. Takes this one around the perimeter. Hummerkaus again. He's pulling up from deep again, and that one sinks. Oh my goodness.
Ben, you gotta stop, man.
Man, these guys got girlfriends. They're gonna have a family. What if their kids see this one day? You can't be playing like this. This one gets set in.
Man.
Flickinger trying to get the rebound. It was kicked off by the Cougars. Hummerkaus 6 for 9 from the field, 5 for 6 from deep, and 2 for 2 with two from the charity strike with 2 rebounds and no assists. But Peyton West 7 assists, still leading the team, and he also has 7 rebounds.
All you got to do is pass it to Ben Hummerkaus, and he'll get you an assist for you.
Speaking of which,
maybe not.
Announcer jinx, Ryan. Come on, man,
maybe
be careful.
Not that one. My bad.
You're good. We've all had a bad one. Ball being moved around. Clyde takes this one and he gets blocked. A beautiful block there.
That was the battle of the 6'11".
Hummerkaus, and he gets a slam dunk! That's where the bench wanted, and we finally got it, Ryan.
Wow.
And that's a travel called on the Cougars. And look at this one, Ryan. He takes it one step, one-handed. Look at the bench. Look at the height from Middlesworth. That's exactly what that's what you gotta love to see. You love to see it, Ryan.
Yes, you do.
Ball being moved in here. Got that one around Clyde. 2 minutes remaining. Foresters up 61-90. Here comes Wilson. Over to Flickinger. Flickinger passes it over. Ball being moved around the perimeter. Flickinger takes the pass. He's looking to pull up. Flickinger drives in. He goes up. Oh, and he gets tipped away. Curie makes a beautiful play on this one. Over to Flickinger again. The bench wanting Flickinger to take it. Flickinger dives in, pulls up, and Flickinger with 2!
Oh, my goodness.
Look at him go! He flexes his muscles. The bench is going nuts.
I know there's no fans or students here, but man, Carson,
Forester Nation's on their feet. Forester Nation's on their feet on couches all across the world.
It is very lively in here right now.
Good job by Flickinger. Great defense there. Might want to just call the jump ball. Wilson grabs this one, and the Foresters get it again, and the bench just going nuts. You love to see it, Ryan.
There's a lot of energy in this place right now.
We're gonna need. Thought we were gonna get the floor mopper of the year out, but not needed.
Nope, he's already done his duties.
Yeah. Explanation for the coach.
Well, we had some energy for a second.
I think it's still there. The bench is flicking. Yeah.
I think if Brock hits a 3 or something right here, we might.
This place might cease to exist. It might just evaporate.
They're trying.
Flickinger Gets a pass in there to Hughes. He's going to cut back across the court again. He's certainly trying. Wyatt goes in for this one with a hook shot, and he gets fouled.
I think that'll be Brock's last chance to get a shot up.
We'll see what happens here. 47 seconds remaining. Not out of the question.
Spring Arbor foul on number 24, Joshua Wayne. His third, the team's fifth.
This one up and good. First one good for Wyatt Hughes.
At the line with his second shot.
You know, Flickinger, like I said, he's kind of a fan favorite. You know, a lot of people love him around here. He's just an overall great guy. He's at I think 5-6 minutes on the season so far. But
right.
you know, that's the thing. You know, when you're like that, guys love you. He's a team player. He plays quite well.
That's the beauty of it, man.
And hopefully hopefully we see some more minutes for him.
These guys get along so well. A lot of them live with each other, whether it's in the dorms or whether it's not in an apartment. These guys are all together all the time, especially during COVID times when these guys had the COVID outburst. They were still together.
Yeah.
They couldn't work out and get into the gym, but they're still together, continuing to build that chemistry, and they had to go through COVID together.
Yeah.
So that's going to make them stronger as a unit, going through something like that together. So hopefully we don't have, for the rest of the season, for both Spring Arbor and Huntington, any more COVID outbreaks. Hopefully they can just be able to play like normal, as normal as it can be at these times. But
it's 2020. And looks like the Foresters are just interested in doing some dribbling here.
Going to tick it down as much as they can.
Foresters up by 31 right now. Flickinger takes this one. Do we get the Rudy moment here? Flickinger, and he gets tipped away. Shot clock is dead. Rudy moment does not come. Spring Arbor looking for some style points here. Ball being moved around. Flickinger and Hughes for some great defense. Hughes with a steal. Sends it over to Flickinger, and he's going to dribble it out. And the Foresters take a very impressive win. And Ryan, close enough, on my mind. All right, so we'll be right back here with some post-game analysis. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker. The Foresters take this one.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7.
And welcome back inside Platt Arena. Carson Watkins joined by my good friend Ryan Walker. And Ryan, wow. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
wow. What a great game from the Foresters. This was a game, not really sure what to expect. Not really what you expect, Ryan. Overall, just a team coming off.
Get our mask on here, Carson.
Yeah, I'll do that real quick. Two teams coming off of a break right here, especially the Foresters had that COVID outbreak. Haven't played since the Nespros tournament, no fans, and the Foresters just came out and sparked big time.
They really did it. For the first half, it was the Zach Goodline show. I mean, he was hitting threes left and right, driving, like we said, at the half. But really, in the second half, it was Ben Hammerkow show. I mean, he went 6 for 8 from 3, and I mean, that's the story of it. And then, of course, he had the one-handed slam. Whew, it was a fun game tonight.
Oh, it was a blast. It really was. And, I think overall, just, a 31-point lead and winning a game by 31 this early in the season, I think the Foresters just put the Crossroads League on notice.
Yeah, I think they did. I mean, this is a good Spring Arbor Cougars team. Now it seems like they're a little bit down. You know, they were 2-3, defending a national championship from 2 years ago. Of course, they lose some players, but I mean, Brandon Durnell and guys like Nate Flannery. I mean, these guys are still a really good team, and Huntington kind of embarrassed them tonight.
Yeah. You know, like you said, you know, Hummerkaus, it almost looked like they were just having fun at one point. You know, they would hit a three up and down the court, kind of just jumping up and down, high five, and the bench was jumping. Flickinger got in, you know, only about four minutes on the season coming in this game, hit a 2 on them. It's just not, you know, that's not, they're going to have to ride back to Michigan with that on their mind. That's going to be a tough ride. And, you know, I don't think practice is going to be great for them, but, like, you know, they shot really well. They played good. This Forester team is just something special. And this is not what I was expecting coming in this season, Ryan. I'm going to be real with you.
Right, and it's not like Spring Arbor really played that bad. I mean, the Foresters played really good defense, and they couldn't miss. There's not much you can do at that point.
When a team's just playing that good, I mean, like, you look at the highlights here, just, you know, they crossed them over. They look at Peyton West, right? They just split the lane. Peyton West is rebounding really well. Ben Hummerkaus was running the floor, making threes. Overall, just a great team win, I think.
Yes.
But looking ahead, Ryan, this is huge. Mount Vernon this week, a perennial tournament team, made it to the semifinals last year. Goshen, wild card team.
Yep.
Indiana Wesleyan, the number 3 team in the country.
Ooh.
It's going to be a heck of a week. So
Huntington knew they were going to be challenged.
So we got Mount Vernon on Saturday, right here, Platt Arena. Tune in.
Yep.
Huntington University. We'll probably be on the call for that one. Then 2 road games. So, yeah, we're really excited. We want to thank everybody. We're kind of doing a little FDN Sports bubble here, get these games to you guys, obviously with no spectators. We're all glad that you could join us. So, for the entire FDN Sports crew, Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, Huntington comes away with this one.